But we're live now.
We are live.
Excellent.
Now we're just dancing.
I think the glug 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 needs to be a permanent sound effect.
That will be, yes. We come back. I'll. I shouldn't say I will. It would be cool
should.
if I had.
Yeah.
Oh, you said should.
Exactly.
No.
So actually, maybe we should bring that up now and then bring it also up again later.
You know what? Also later. Yeah.
We also later. So I don't know who's like immediately waiting for our stream or not. But we're thinking of excuse me. That's like
we are
going to go on a streaming hiatus in February. Not really necessarily a meeting hiatus. We'll probably do like a Google Meet or something. I think it's become pretty obvious that at least Todd and I are slipping a bit in our ability to be productive. So like a time to sort of like take it off screen for a little while, hang out with everybody more directly and sort of like talk about like what's best for Deep Fried Neurons and the Deep Fried Neurons community along with Crashbase. So we may be back in March exactly the same or maybe different, but little also so we can focus on the art show.
We may look like entirely different people.
Yeah.
Art show? What's the art show?
We're going to be doing the art show soon.
What is it?
When is it?
What is it? Is there a uniform resource locator for it?
Art show. What is this thing? Huh?
Yeah, what is it?
It's the people know what the art show is. The art show is the art show where art. But
no, 1,000 years from now, in the space capsule that unloads all the YouTube videos, they're gonna be like, "What art show is this they're talking about?"
I know. This is the one YouTube video anyone will ever get to see.
So be on your good behavior, both of you.
What is art show?
Wait, I will find it. I have banners. Apparently, somehow not in this one. It is Art Happens, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Art Happens. That is the art show, and it is happening on the weekend of February 12th to 14th. If you want to learn more about it, like details, like we'll talk about it, but more details, go there. Or just go to crashbase.org and click the thingy.
Yeah, it's right at the top.
It's right there. It says call for art, at least as of right now, or when I last saw. But it goes to the same page. You'll find the things.
Yeah. So we'll be fixing that this weekend. That's another reason for us to take a streaming hiatus so I can be more helpful for the art show.
We are. Oh, there we go. Oh, what does it say? Not that one.
Well, that was the post. Here's the page.
Oh, it just went to the post. I see. Okay.
There we go.
Yeah. That's what we got it. Go to the thing. Yes, but we're having a virtual art show in the gallery thing that I've been showing progress on for the last 3 weeks. If you're a regular viewer and you don't know what the Art Happens virtual art show is, you've not been paying attention.
What happens?
You haven't been paying attention. All right, so I think that's actually a really nice segue. Why don't we mix it up? Why don't we do our things first this week? We'll right into what you did this week.
What we done?
Yeah.
Okay.
Show your art showy stuff.
Yeah, I probably should have opened this first.
Oh, wait. What am I doing? What are we drinking, people?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
See, like we have no idea what's going on.
But who are you two?
Yeah, I made an agenda, but I didn't share it, so this is my fault.
That's the problem. That's the problem. Welcome to Deep Fried Neurons, where we are like beyond deep fried at this point.
It's a turducken of.
I'm drinking something very different today.
Ooh, what's that?
It's Ozeki Sake.
Sake. I love sake.
Yes, I am also a fan of sake. And see, look how cloudy it is.
Ooh,
It's
unfiltered,
very
huh?
tasty.
Wow, that's cool.
I like sake a lot, but I don't drink it a ton. And this is pretty tasty. It's not very dry. It's actually quite sweet. But I like sweet, so
Cool.
Yeesh.
Yeah, we haven't had sake in a while. We should get some sake.
I found
we've got cheap cooking sake in the fridge, but
I found a local place that does. I mean, everybody does takeout these days, but like a ramen place that has sake, so you can order sake for pickup along with your food. I was like,
that's pretty smart of them.
yeah. And I'm like, I will do this and I will come back. So, yes, that's what I'm drinking. What are you drinking, Carlyn?
There we go.
Let me go last.
Right.
Okay, what are you drinking, Todd?
Sorry, I've been looking all around my area for this very specifically with spacer book. That is what actually Carlyn got me. It's about doing generative music. It's by the people who do Max MSP.
Ooh. Oh yeah.
But it's also produced by Ableton Press. But I use it as a perfect spacer for my laptop. I've heard you can also open them up and there's like information inside or something. So what I'm drinking is this stuff called Big Six.
If you turn it upside down, is it Big Nine?
No, I will not. I've already done that with wine in this room, and it cost me a laptop. So this is a red wine blend that's been aged in bourbon barrels, and it's vegan, which is cool. And so yeah, it's pretty tasty. It's got a almost a little bit of a hint of like a smell of a whiskey in it, which is pretty cool. So, which is just a little tiny bit. So a red wine of indeterminate origin stuck in bourbon barrels because, got to clean the bourbon barrels out somehow. It was our recent acquisition. We experimented with the pickup wine at Total Wine, place the order and then go drive, and then they just bring it to your trunk and drop it in. Who knows if they actually put the stuff in the trunk until you get home and they look actually in your trunk and you see, is it just a bag of rocks or is it the actual booze you ordered?
You didn't get out and actually look?
No, because that's against the whole purpose, right? Is it is all super, you're in your little contained bubble of air and there and there.
You let them walk away and you let the breeze wash away all of the particles. And then you
maybe I might have done that if it wasn't raining today, but it was also raining today. So
yeah, we decided to leave it today, and it's raining.
That's a whole nother matter.
Yeah,
right there.
Yeah. So that's what I'm drinking. What are you drinking, Ms. Carlyn?
Something that's taken me completely by surprise.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So we were completely out of rum in the house, no rum of any way, shape, or form. And normally, I'm not a fancy girl, Bacardi Silver or whatever.
I don't think I've ever even drunk rum in my house. Just so.
No, I know.
It's not like we're regular rum drinkers.
No, I've kicked all of our rum that we had.
Oh, you've been drinking rum. Okay.
I've been drinking rum.
Right.
But we ran out. So Todd's not a rum drinker. So I decided to finally replenish our rum. And I seem to have made a mistake. We might need to get different rum. This is a California distillery. It's Dead of Night. They make a bunch of different things. And it's batch number 3 that I'm drinking. And honestly, I think they put their tequila in their rum bottles, to be honest. It's got much more. I mean, there may be something, a silver rum, kind of silver tequila silver. There may be something else going on here. I should reread the description, but this is kind of a lot more tequila vibe going on for me than rum vibe.
Interesting. Wow.
super interesting. And so I will go back and read the description, but it's got definitely more of a tequila vibe, which is fine because I'm sort of headed in the direction of a margarita now. We have something called a limequat tree. So there's a cross between a kumquat and the lime, but I've let them go too far, so they're yellow. They're supposed to be green when you pick them. They still got a kind of like a limey aftertaste, but a little sweeter than a regular lime. And so I juiced a bunch of those old lime quats, and now I added some honey syrup and some triple sec, and I think I have a kind of a margarita.
That's pretty interesting. Out of sort of rum, but not really rum.
Yeah, it's definitely. It was fine because we were out of tequila too, so this will be fine. Like use that instead of tequila, but.
So can you get double sec?
Interesting. I don't know.
Single sec.
I don't know. So the triple is like the three different citruses. So
I see.
So Decasec. That's what I want.
Maybe. I don't know.
It's not like triple distilled or whatever. It's
actually I'm totally making that up. Someone else should see it. Like, I don't know. Normally this is like also not a very fancy triple sec. This is like a good triple sec for a margarita. As opposed to say like Cointreau, Grand Marnier, which are also sort of like a little more elevated, I guess. Anyway, so ended up with a margarita. Thought I was gonna have more of a mojito-y thing going on, but or daiquiri type of thing going on, but we got margarita instead.
more like a Carlyn Arita.
Margarita?
How about a margarita?
A margarita.
Like margarita. Yes.
Okay. Oh yes.
I would drink.
We can call this a margarita. For like.
I approve. True.
Sorry.
I'm glad. All right.
You don't like it. Come on, puns for the win.
Punts.
Punts.
Yeah.
I was gonna make a joke, but I don't have one. Okay.
It's okay.
Shall I talk about my thingy?
Yeah, go ahead. Talk about your thingy.
Sure. I continue in the long tradition of not that long tradition working on this thing that is a lot.
Back to the art gallery minds for you.
Back to the art gallery. Oh wait, okay. So I'm gonna not go straight to that. I'm gonna go to show first. Okay. A lot of the basic framework of the gallery is largely in place, and I've been tweaking little things here and there. And one of the things, but it's gone into like more of the little details for some of it at least. And one of the things that occurred to me that needs work is the picture frames, because the perspective on them, the angles on them were not quite right. Mm-hmm. So, and additionally, there's the thought that we currently have 60 registrations for artists for the show, which not everybody will submit. We may have others. I don't know. We'll see. But that's still a good chunk of things. And so if we need to have, if we want to have little pictures on the walls that have like a kind of tiny preview of what the thing is, that's going to be a hell of a lot of work to like make that thing function that way. So what I did is I went into the Photoshops And I said, okay, I know that there is a way to make like a template where you can like put in your own artwork and have it like it knows in advance like how to fix it so that it fits a certain size, a certain distortion. I didn't know exactly how, so I wound up reverse engineering it from Redbubble's like little template things that you can download for a bunch of things for social media. So I pulled in the little frame and I cleaned it up because it needed to be clean. But you can just kind of double click this. Don't show this. I don't need that. Okay. It gives you this. You have your little space to put in an image. And I'm going to choose. I'm going to put in a new one here. Oh, wait. That's not that screen. That's the StreamYard screen. There we go. So I'll drag in this image, which was not actually that small size. It just plopped it in at the right size. So that's good. I'll save that. Close the window. Go back here. And then exciting. I was excited.
Oh wait, that just did the skew, just you pasting it? Oh wow.
I pasted it in. What it is like this particular frame, this smart object. If I hide this and I show, it has had the right distortions or perspective shift transformations on it.
That's handy.
Because I can like go and I can go do all of that.
It automatically does it for you.
That's really nice.
Yeah. So I'm not going to save this. I can mess this up however I want.
Photoshop, is this a new program?
Yeah. This is Photoshop 5.1. I am on ancient. And then it just pops it behind this, and you can save it down, and it is a little image. Yeah. So that's what I did, and I will show you what it actually looks like in action in the real world. And by the real world, I mean the virtual world, which is not real at all. And I'll give you a little tour of the other new things. Ooh. So one thing is Henry here.
Hello,
Henry
robot. Joe,
who I can zoom up in on so you could see him better. That's Henry. That helped. Actually, yeah, both Todd and Carlyn helped a lot with the names. And I put furniture all around here, and I changed it so you can walk on the fire pit.
You can walk on the fire pit.
You can walk on the fire. You can walk in the coals if you'd like.
Cool.
And then right here, we have Tess LaCoil.
Ooh.
She also has information. Right now, like you walk up to them and select them, they'll pull up a placeholder page, but there'll be information there. And we have Corky, the bartender, who will tell you how to make yourself some drinks.
That's excellent.
Yeah. And I don't know if you can really see too well from there, but he's a corkscrew.
Yes. That's awesome. Yeah.
Or corkscrews. So yeah, I'll go over this. So you can see like a couple of these, and now these match a lot closer to the walls as opposed to these guys down here. Which are far too steep. And it looks a lot more natural, quote unquote. So like, a small one could be like this. And then I also have made a medium one, and I want to make a large one too, so it can have a really wide one if you want.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm digging it. I'm stoked that has worked pretty well. And it's a simple thing, and we've got somebody else to do it, so I'll make it easier for me. I also made another room, a little side room, because we got a lot of stuff, and we're going to need more walls.
It's the VIP room. If you have bottle service, you go there.
Exactly. And apparently we've got somebody now who's going to work on the garden. This is still placeholder stuff.
Garden. There's a garden.
That's nice.
Yeah, but then she also put kind of like a black hole into this, I think, pre-made template thing. Together.
Funny.
There's a club.
Yeah, underground club beneath the garden.
That's great.
You're above the garden, or I don't know. Yeah, it's cute. I think it's just a test thing. There we go. But yeah, Muriel's working on this, and yeah, there's other stuff. We've got some plinths hanging around, and I guess these are like hats with plants or something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, hats with plants.
Hats with plants. You know, it's good. And I have my little scribbly plants in there too, which I'm pleased with. So that's
Isn't that how you make techno? You just say hats and plants and hats and plants and hats and plants and hats and plants and hats and plants.
Actually, say that 10 times fast.
Do it and mix it into something. That'll be. That's the base.
Bass.
Yeah. Anyway.
Cool.
That's
and
my
what's the date
thing.
again? February
The date
what?
of the show, February 12th through 14th, the weekend of Valentine's Day.
Cool.
Sunday's Valentine's Day. You can't go out to a restaurant. You're not doing anything else.
You're not gonna stop me.
I'm gonna stop you. I am gonna stop you.
I'm gonna go to Sizzler and I'm gonna have all you can eat shrimp and I'm gonna go to the salad buffet and I'm gonna go
On Valentine's Day, by yourself.
by myself. Who loves me? I love me.
Yeah. But there's going to be artworks and music and talks all day, probably on Saturday and Sunday, and panels and all kinds of good stuff like that. Lots of things. And my next step, which you'll see on the 12th, we'll be finishing it. There's always more to do, but yeah. That's what I done.
Excellent.
What you done? Did y'all done a little bits of something?
Yeah. Why don't you go next, Todd?
Sure. Yeah, mine's small. So I didn't have really anything for this week because I've been working on just boring things that are like, software. But Carlyn came in and she's like, why don't you talk about this? Because this has been sitting on my desk forever. And let's see if I can zoom in on a little bit. It is just a little test rig. It's got a little Trinket M0. So I use this to test SAMD21 code. And then it's got this little NeoPixel WS2812 compatible strip. And let's see if I can, here we go. So it's running a little sketch. And so it's a very, very small, easy way of testing out just mostly algorithms and like USB things. I use it as a USB test thing. Having the NeoPixels on there is a great way to do little status lights for various state. And yes, this is just kind of always here. And I always have it hooked up to this little USB power meter that tells me, how much power this thing's drawing. And that's useful in case I accidentally short something. Oops. And so I've probably shown similar things like this to various streams in the past, but this is something that's kind of always existed because it's so just easy. It used to be in my computer bag back when we would go places. And, and so now it's just been on my desk for forever. And yeah, that's basically it. The other thing I wanted to, Carlyn was like, what, you can get the strips in like a hard PCB? I'm like, oh yeah, I got like a whole bag of them.
Of course
these are, you can get like a bag of 20 for $15 or something. And they're just like little, NeoPixel 8 shots. Focus, there we go. And oops. and you just solder to the back. And that's from Ray Wu on AliExpress, where you can get other cool things like a little disc of NeoPixels. Here's a little Bluetooth NeoPixel driver, and you just like scan the QR code. That goes to the app that you can then control your NeoPixels. And so that's what I've been doing, which is nothing, which is like basically the thing that's been going on my desk for the last year or so, or 2 years or 5 years. It's NeoPixel test rig. So how about you, Carlyn? What have you been up to?
I have to mention a little bit, Gesundheit, why I like basically forced Todd to send me a picture of that for thing is how many are on there? 8?
Yeah.
So in a lot of the strip that I'm used to working with, which is the sort of like floppy strips, like that's a, dangly bits. It can break. It can like be awkward in your bag. And the fact that Todd has a setup that honestly, you could put in a clutch if you needed to, clutch. Little travel bag. You could have it, as he mentioned, it was in his computer bag all the time. Somebody who is literally hand wired 8 RGB LEDs in TO 1/3, this little like 5mm 8, like, which is such a pain in the ass in order to be able to test. I mean, it's just so cute and elegant, this little like thing now that you can just like take with you everywhere. Anyway, I really value it. I think it's really cool. And he's like, whatever, it's every day. I'm like, not for everyone. So I made him a picture.
I like it.
It's great.
And if you go to the blog post, you'll get the link to Ray Wu's AliExpress store. He's been selling WS2812 compatible LEDs and other kinds of LEDs to the maker community for like 5 or 6 years now, probably more than that. And there's like all this crazy stuff that you would never really expect to want. Like, oh, do you need 48-volt powered NeoPixels? You can that are like this big. You can get them. You want ones you can sit on. They're like this big. That are in chair shape. They've got that too.
I'm at his store right now.
Yeah. No, it's totally a rabbit hole. It's like worse than like going to TV tropes or something. You'll just get lost and go like, ooh, I could make this and I could make that.
Yeah. I'm like,
all right. So for me, I also did a celebration of WS2812s, more specifically the WS2812B.
Fancy.
I know. It is fancy. And here, I'll go ahead and share the.
Was it for just December 28th?
Well,
I get it.
There we go. So there's the picture. So one of our rituals in January or December has historically been to walk to a local bookstore near us and to get a new calendar for the year, for which we weren't able to have that ritual this year for lots of reasons, and as we all know. And so with our Axie Draw, and we did December calendar stuff. I'm thinking that this year we'll make our own calendar stuff. This is where the this is actually like right there. That's where our calendar lives. On our kitchen. And so this is the one I did for this month, for January, the WS2812B. This is different than the original WS2812, which is more like, where's the link? It's more like this. So there's a lot more like symmetry in it. Like the green, the red, and the blue all had their separate pads, all attached to the WS281211 chip. in this package. And you can see it's a 6-pin package, even though it's just the standard 3-color configuration. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, and by the way, so this is not, this is not an R pin, a G pin, and a B pin. This is like a data pin and a clock pin and a power and ground. And in the improved WS2812B, this is one version of it, they've sort of really streamlined the package a lot. And Adafruit has a really interesting PDF link to from their site about like talking about why it's different, why they upgraded. So this 4-pin one is the improvement over the 6-pin one. And I just thought it was really interesting to sort of like, I think a lot of times when we design circuits, you have this sort of, or in even code, you sort of like optimize it for the way you think about it. And then as you work with it, you start to optimize it the way the electronics want it, or the way the programming language wants it. And so the first layout is like very obvious to people. And then it starts getting like more and more refined to be like more oriented towards the physics, or like what are like eliminating gestures that are needed for people to understand, and more about like just what the electrons need to do their business. And so I think that's sort of interesting. And so also just looking at all the different patterns of all these different LEDs that are in these, like, what is it, PLCC 5050 packages. They all are these like little circles in the middle with these really interesting, very mod, very like 60s design feeling vibes in the middle. So I wanted to talk about how like LEDs are pretty, like LEDs. Like,
just turned off. They're pretty.
Off. When you look at them, like LEDs are really kind of pretty and cool, and have an interesting design aesthetic, and so I wanted to bring that into relief. So this particular piece was a collaboration with my new collaboration partner, the AxiDraw. All the AxiDraw was responsible for the all the lines drawn with the Pigma Micron 03, and then I filled in by hand everything, the rest of the calendar. So it was a collaboration.
Did you like lightly shade the metallized parts of the? I
did. I think I might go grab
that was cool.
A brown pencil and color in the little circle that holds the red, because right now it looks like it's a punch out when really there's like some other kind of schmutz going on.
Schmutz.
I'm saying, like,
I'll show you.
This could actually be like, a calendar. That could be cool. Like, you take that, put some like pretty colors behind it too. Like, make it all fancy and just make like a whole calendar of cool, pretty up close electronics or something.
I like this idea.
Or other nerdy things.
Yeah.
And just make a calendar and print it. And if anybody wants to.
Maybe that is a whole.
Sexy semiconductors.
Interesting. Semiconductors are sexy.
Silicon cake.
Anyway, so I spent a lot of time looking at other people's. We have a microscope in the house, but it was easier just to look at other people's images to get close-ups. Anyway, so yeah, I highly recommend looking. So as a very nearsighted person, I'm wearing contacts right now. But as a very nearsighted person, I like being able to, I look at things like this all the time. So I have a special affinity for macro lenses and microscopes.
You just gave me an idea.
Ooh. I can roll right into my thanks for existing if people want. Do anyone any questions about LEDs? What's going on?
It's party.
One of the things actually I want to mention is how cool, like just people, this is really cool. In LEDs, these little like gold wires that the little robots have to put down, like almost doing little like hand stitching, little gold wires, little gold filaments.
Totally.
It's just really, so I at one point was talking with Todd about like when I did this is maybe instead of letting the Axie draw those in, I would like sew them in with thread.
That'd be lovely.
That could have, so if there's a different version of this, it's like a more permanent version of this that's not just sort of like for the last 3 days of January, I might stitch it.
What about a calendar that instead of having those things, like has tiny little perforations, and you sew the connections when you get to the next one?
A sewing calendar? That could be really cool. I wish I was more of a, I'm not in the embroidery space. But I think, yeah,
just draw the things, I'll do the rest.
There's so many things to do.
I know.
Yeah.
Too much.
So
I shouldn't take on another.
I had a whole series of, honestly, that got left with the gallery owner, and I will never see them again. A whole series of LEDs woven into painting canvases.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, it was a really great project. I regret not getting my hands on them before she moved. Spaces, yeah, who knows where they are now. But yeah, that was a really fun project, sort of weaving LEDs into art canvas. Anyway, so thanks for existing. My thanks for existing is so exciting. I am really excited about the thanks for existing. I have been playing this thanks for existing over and over again all week. So Janet Yellen is our first female Secretary of the Treasury, and Joe Biden made a joke that Janet Yellen should have her own Hamilton musical. And nerdy ladies, nerdy older competent ladies aren't usually given the pop culture treatment in a way that kind of breaks my heart all the time. Like nerdy older competent ladies are sort of like whatever all the time. This is so, I'm gonna get this up. This is like so good. This is such a bomb for my soul. Anyway, let me play it. Who's yelling now? Dumps on the left, hawks on the right, past the flock trying to fight mid-flight. But here comes Yellen with that inside voice. Never mind the mild manner policies make noise. She's 5'0", but hand to God. She could pop a collar, she could rock a power bob. Bay Ridge represent Brooklyn's in the cabinet. Damn, Janet, go and get it, bitchin' like a president. Okay, it occurs to me, Barb is probably freaking out about the like digital rights of that. Just a little bit. I think this was commissioned by Marketplace, the NPR show. They will probably be a little less DMC takedowny. I would hope. But there's also here are the lyrics. One of my favorite is it's so good. It's so good. Now let's let her settle in and lift up your mojitos because she manages the mint. It's just like you're a joke. Oh my god, I love it. This is just like made me so happy, like so happy on a level that's like bizarre. So ever since this has come out, like every once in a while, Todd will just hear me like just like playing it randomly. So it's pretty hilarious. anyway, so this is my thanks for existing. Thank you, Dessa and the Marketplace people and Janet Yellen, all of you three existing in the same space-time continuum to give us this. That makes me so joyful. Like, because we've been spending so much time in the media talking about people who are like terrible, giving like real star treatment and focus to people who are amazing.
Totally.
A lot of value, and like, I play this song like regularly. It's available on like Spotify, Apple Music, all of it.
Yeah. Here's the link if you need it, folks. Oh goodness, what's Todd doing now?
Something dangerous. I'm sure will hurt me.
Is this your thanks for existing?
No, I guess my thanks for existing is Ray Wu.
Show us some stuff.
That's not the right.
That's your thanks for existing.
That's not the right. That's not the right level.
We got to see what this is.
What's going on?
You got reflections, man.
Yeah. No, unfortunately, I can't do this because I'm not skilled. Yeah, this isn't turning out.
Oh, what is
this? Looks terrible.
Oh, it's a
microscope.
Whoa. That's what it is.
And it's LEDs.
Yay! Okay. Oh wait, no, keep it under the thing. Just leave it there and then move your Oh, look at that.
Ooh.
It's fun looking at this stuff under microscopes.
It really is.
The Evil Mad Scientist has been having at their booth. Well, did have at their booth at Maker Faire. It brings stuff, and they bring microscopes, so you could look at everything real small, which was pretty darn cool.
Very cool.
Anyway, real-time microscope.
Thanks.
And it's like this little cheap microscope.
Where did that come from? Did that come from Ray Wu?
It did come from some random Chinese seller, but I think they're on Amazon. How about you, Barb? What's your thanks for existing?
Oh, I should have pulled it up, huh? I forgot that, like, it's my turn next.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the last one here.
I'll distract with rainbows.
Yes, please.
Rainbows.
Do rainbows. I have to find it. It's in the cute animals video folder, which is at the very bottom.
You have a cute animals folder? That's great.
Yeah. I had to do that because I realized I kept losing them, ones that I had saved that I wanted to, show for things. Okay. Let me share. Oh wait, what is that? You're sharing. Oh, you're done. You're just
no. I'm just providing visual.
You're distracting. I see.
Like literally color commentary while people. So what's this? Catman
John. It's an Instagram account. They have a bunch of cats, and they've managed to train one of them, at least, in how to communicate using these buttons that talk. So let me see.
Ooh. Oh yeah, I think I saw something about this one.
Barb is. I'm sure this. You have seen this from Barb. Like
from Barb, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't think you can hear it, but.
It's like a slideshow.
But it's interesting seeing like when like the cat says, Mama playpen. We'll be like, I lost my toy. And then shows you where lost his toy underneath the door.
Aw.
And stuff. So it's pretty, it's kind of.
No, that's like the universal cat response. No.
Yeah.
How about this kitty cat? No.
Is this the ice? Okay. Yeah. This one's good. Is this the one? Ice. They like eating ice, or this cat likes eating ice.
Yeah. So
you push the ice button and then goes and gets you ice.
So do they eat the ice?
Yeah.
Weird. I've never seen a cat with ice.
So one of the cool things with this is cool in itself, but also here they have merch and stuff, but they've also got hey, here's how we did it. So if you want to try to train a cat, which doesn't work for everybody because they've got a bunch of cats and only one's really taken up to it. They're like, here's the things that we've used for it. There's apparently a whole freaking thing for I think this is technically for dogs, but for dogs to like push all these little buttons.
Fluent.pet, love it.
Yeah.
I think actually though, for a cat, I would, if we were doing something, I think I would probably want to do capacitive touch sensing, just because the force required for some of these things may be a bit of a turnoff for cats.
No way, man. If they want the food, they gotta exercise the effort.
Gotta work for it.
You gotta work for it.
Then you're more likely to get somebody doing like this, where they're just sitting on it.
Just going food.
That's like, what? What's going on?
Yeah, I think our cat does have me pretty well trained.
Clearly.
If we're really honest. So neat.
Yeah.
It's really
Portable
cool.
answer buzzers. That's like what they use. So it's like, oh, that's interesting. Maybe someday I will try to train my cats. Not yet. I'm not ready to know what they think of me yet.
Oh yeah, no one's ever really ready for what their cat thinks of them.
Ooh. All right. Let's just do that for the rest of the.
Wait. What's happening, man? Dude.
Turn it so that that's behind, like you can't see the actual LEDs, just the
So like that.
Well, I was gonna say the other side so that we just see through.
Oh, it's not that diffuse, unfortunately.
Well,
it's very soft.
Yeah.
Right. So LEDs are pretty.
Turns out, who would have thought?
LEDs there are pretty. This is not.
So again, I guess we should bring up again. That's next week for the month of February. We will not be streaming. We will still probably have some kind of Google Meetup, which I guess we'll post somewhere. Something a little more informal, so we can focus on. Barb can focus on the art show and we can support her, and also to recharge Tadam's batteries, and also rethink what Deep Fried Neurons should be for the community, for Crush Base, what the real value here. Should we start having other people on? Do other people want to host some weeks?
Part of that.
What were people's favorite types of episodes?
More fried, fewer neurons. Yeehaw.
Excellent.
Part of the reasoning behind that being that, when we first started doing this, like really we all kind of believe like, oh, this will be a few months.
Tops. Yeah. It's been going on a long time.
And yeah, now a year-ish in, well, we're not a year yet. 37
no, DFN Neurons, I looked, DFN Neurons itself started a little late into the quarantine. That wasn't until the end of April. But the whole, like, we're not allowed to hang out with each other in person thing has been going on now for a year for a little. And it's unclear how effective the vaccination process will become. I have a lot of optimism, but I don't want to like hang my hope on optimism. It's also, we have Crashbase has a large community that's not always in LA all the time. And so is there like having a casual happy hour thing good for people in general? Some people I know prefer having something where they don't have to participate. Other people probably want to participate more. What kind of projects do people want to see us do? So February we'll be having unstreamed kind of like meetups, but
so you'll still see us. It just won't be. You can just listen, but you're gonna have to just have your camera and mic off.
Yeah, or whatever.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. So yeah.
If you're not sure and you want us to include you and you're not sure that we're planning on including you, like we'll include everybody we've, seen pop in the chat.
Yeah, we'll bug you.
But like, yeah, if you're somebody else and you haven't and you want to. Yeah. But it'll be good. Do you want to see my drawing? I made a drawing. It is a diagram.
Ooh.
And I'm very happy with it.
Excellent.
It's not that exciting. But it's shelves that I'm gonna have over here.
That's pretty exciting. Nesting is a high quality activity during the quarantine.
It's like desk. I need to be able to, like, you can't see my desk. My desk is it's functional enough. But I got a lot of stuff around here, and I have a lot of samples of projects to show at things. Like layered cardboard desk.
That's pretty cool.
Articulated cardboard person. And like a scissor mechanism. And like a little hand on sticks that can wave at you and say hi.
You do need a gallery. You do need a gallery set up.
And this thing, and that, which is my mom, and this, which is like woven recycled stuff, and is awesome, as you can see.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I need places to put this stuff.
You do.
So, yeah, that's why the thing.
It looks cool. Look forward to seeing it.
Yeah, me too. We'll see when / if I get to it.
Understand completely.
Well,
Yeah.
we're gonna sign off a smidge early today.
I think so. It looks like it.
Like 5 whole minutes.
We could unless we find something that we want to just do for 5 minutes. Yeah, that's okay.
Drink.
All right. Thanks for joining us. We will see you in probably a month or so on here, but sooner. Come on, sooner. We'll see you soon.
Sooner.
Cheers.
Have a good February. Bye.
Bye.